when I saw you standing there. I about fell out my chair. And when you moved your mouth to speak, I felt the blood go to my feet. Now it took time for me to know what you tried so not to show. But something in my soul just cried. I see the one in your blue eyes. Baby, I love you, want me the way that I want you, the way that it should be. Oh, baby, you love me to want you the way that I want to. If you'd only let it be. You told yourself years ago you never let your feelings show. The obligation that you made, or the title that they gave. Baby, I love you to want me the way that I want you, the way that it should be. Oh, baby, you love me to want you the way that I want to. If you'd only let it be. It took time for me to know what you tried so not to show. But something in my soul just cried. I see the one in your blue eyes. Baby, I love you to want me the way that I want you, the way that it should be. Oh, baby, you love me to want you the way that I want to. If you'd only let it be. Oh, baby, I love you to want me the way that I want you, the way that it should be. Time for me to know what you tried so not to show. Something in my soul just cried. I see the one in your blue eyes. Baby, I love you to want me the way that I want you, the way that it should be. Baby, you lonesome. She cries when I'm sad. She's up in the good times. She's down in the bad. Whenever I'm discouraged, and she knows just what to do. But girl, she doesn't know about you. I can tell her my troubles. She makes them all seem right. I can make up excuses not to hold her at night. We can talk of tomorrow. I'll tell her things that I wanna do. But girl, how can I tell her about you? How can I tell her about you? Girl, please tell me what to do. Everything seems right whenever I'm with you. So girl, won't you tell me how to tell her about you? How can I tell her I don't miss her whenever I'm away? How can I say it's you I think of every single night and day? But when is it easy telling someone the truth? So girl, help me tell her about you. How can I tell her about you? Girl, please tell me what to do. Everything seems right whenever I'm with you. So girl, won't you tell me how to tell her about you?
Stop sending flowers to your apartment. You said you aren't at home much anymore. Stop dropping by without an appointment, 'cause I'd hear laughter coming through your door. Sometimes late at night you'll still call me just before you close your eyes to sleep. Make me So let's just let the story kind of end. I love you too much to ever start liking you, so don't expect me to be your friend. I don't walk down through the village or other places that we used to go to all the time, trying to erase you from my memory. 'Cause thinking of you jumbles up my mind. I love you too much to ever start liking you, so let's just let the story have end. I love you too much to ever start liking you, so don't expect me to be your friend. You always act so happy when I see you. You smile that way, you take my hand, and then introduce me to your latest lover. And that's when I feel the walls start crashing in. I love you too much to ever start liking you, so let's just let the story kind of end. I love you too much to ever start liking you, so don't expect me to be your friend. Your friend. No, I don't want to be friends. Your friend.
Busted flat in Baton Rouge and heading for the trains, feeling nearly faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed a diesel down just before it rained, took us all the way to New Orleans. I took my harpoon out of my dirty red bandana and was blowing sad while Bobby sang the blues. With them windshield wipers slapping time and Bobby clapping hands, we finally sang up every song that driver knew. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing ain't worth nothing, but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me, Boddy McGee. One from the coal mines of Kentucky to the California sun, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul, standing right beside me, Lord, through everything I'd done. Every night she kept me from the cold. Then somewhere near Salinas, Lord, I let her slip away, looking for the home I hope she'll find. and I'd trade all my tomorrows for one single yesterday, holding Bobby's body next to mine. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing ain't worth nothing, but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Buddy, that was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee.
The last thing I needed was you. You and your stubborn mind and your different point of view. You and your ways of doing things I don't even do. The last thing I needed was you. The last thing I wanted to find someone to come along and make me change my mind. You turned my whole world into something new. The last thing I wanted was you. But that shows you what I know about the way my heart goes. I thought our love could never grow. That shows you what I know. Things in life that can't be explained either bring you joy or they bring you pain. You and I would never make it through. The last one I thought I'd love was you. But that shows you what I know about the way my heart goes. I thought our love could never grow. That shows you what I know. That shows you what I know about the way my heart goes. I thought our love would never grow. That shows you what I know. That shows you what I know. All I ever needed was you.
Every night I hope and pray a dream lover will come my way, a girl to hold in my arms and know the magic of her charms. 'Cause I want a girl to call my own. I want a dream lover so I don't have to dream alone. girl to call my own. I want a dream lover so I don't have to dream alone. Someday, I don't know how, I hope she'll hear my plea. Some way, I don't know how, she'll bring her love to me. Dream lover, until then I'll go to sleep and dream again. That's the only thing to do till all my lover's dreams come true. 'Cause I want a girl to call my own. I want a dream lover so I don't have to dream alone. I want a girl to call my own. I want a dream lover so I don't have to dream alone. Dream lover, until then I'll go to sleep and dream again. That's the only thing to do till all my lover's dreams come. I want a girl to call my own. I want a dream lover so I don't have to dream alone. Don't make me dream alone. Baby, don't make me dream alone. I don't want to dream alone. You don't remember me, but I remember you. Was not so long ago, you broke my heart in two. Tears on my pillow, pain in my heart caused by you. If we could start anew, I wouldn't hesitate. I'd gladly take you back and tempt the hand of fate. Tears on my pillow, pain in my heart caused by you. Love is not a gadget, love is not a toy. When you find the one you love, you fill your heart with joy. If we could start anew, I wouldn't hesitate. I'd gladly take you back and tempt the hand of fate. Tears on my pillow, pain in my heart caused by you. and tempting in the face. Tears on my pillow, pain in my heart caused by you.
Lying there beside me with your head resting on my arm. Body feels so warm. Your hair smells like a Sunday morning. Feel you moving closer, and I know what you're gonna say. Girl, there's no way I'll ever like what you'll be saying. Don't tell me goodnight, make me feel so empty inside. And if only I could, wouldn't sleep at all. Don't tell me goodnight, just let me drift off slowly away and dream of you. Reach out and you touch me just to let me know you're there. I can feel your hair. Somehow I don't feel like sleeping. Don't tell me goodnight, make me feel so empty inside. And if only I could, wouldn't sleep at all. Don't tell me goodnight, just let me drift off slowly away and dream of you. Don't tell me goodnight, make me feel so empty inside. And if only I could, wouldn't sleep at all. Don't tell me goodnight, just let me drift off slowly away and dream of you.
There you go, and baby, here am I. You left me here so I could sit and cry. Golly gee, what have you done to me? I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Do you remember, baby, last September when I held you tight each and every night? Whoops-a-daisy, how you drove me crazy. I guess it doesn't matter anymore. There's no use in me crying. I've done everything and now I'm sick of trying. Thrown away my nights and wasted all my days over you. You go your way, baby, I'll go mine. Now and forever till the end of time, I'll find somebody new, and baby, you say we're through, and you won't matter anymore. wasted all my days over you. You go your way, baby, and I'll go mine. Now and forever till the end of time, I'll find somebody new, baby. You say we're through. You won't matter anymore, and it won't matter anymore. It won't matter anymore. When your eyes met mine, I knew that I had better play it cool. I'm doing my best, trying to resist, 'cause I ain't no fool. Now where in the world did you come from, baby? You waited just a little too long to look my way. Now it's a little too late. Now where were you when I was falling in love? Where were you when I was falling in love? If I'd ever looked in those eyes before, we'd be together tonight, I'm sure. Where were you when I was falling in love? Where were you? If I'd have met you sooner, I'd be talking to you and playing the game. But the best thing for me to do is get up and leave without knowing your name. Now it might have been something special, baby, something only people in love could understand. Like this ring on my hand. Now where were you when I was falling in love? Where were you when I was falling in love? Now where were you when I was falling in love?
Wake up your smile. I got a notion from the look in your eyes. Yeah, you build a love, but the love falls apart. A little piece of heaven turns to dark. Listen to your heart, and when it's calling for you, listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. listen to your heart. Oh, listen to it, yeah. Take a listen to it, yeah. Take a listen to it. Whoa.
Days have made me older since the last time that I saw your pretty face. 1,000 lies have made me colder, and I don't think I can look at this the same. All the miles that separate disappear now when I'm dreaming of your face. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still on my lonely mind. I think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still with me in my dreams. And tonight, girl, it's only you and me. Yeah. The miles just keep rolling as the people leave their way to say hello. I've heard this life is overrated, but I hope that it gets better as we go. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still on my lonely mind. I think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still with me in my dreams. And tonight, it's only you and me. Everything I know, and anywhere I go, it gets hard, but it won't take away my love. And when the last one falls, when it's all said and done, it gets hard, but it won't take away my love. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still on my lonely mind. I think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still with me in my dreams. And tonight, it's only you and me. Oh yeah, yeah.
only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. If I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. If I can't help falling in love with
anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream, 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 dream. I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream, 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 dream.
Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, happiness. Hello, loneliness. I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, sweet caress. Hello, emptiness. I feel like I could die. Bye-bye, my love, goodbye. There goes my baby with someone new. She sure looks happy, I sure am blue. She was my baby till he stepped in. Goodbye to romance, that might have been, whoa, whoa, yeah. Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, happiness. Hello, loneliness. I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, sweet caress. Hello, emptiness. I feel like I could die. Bye-bye, my love, goodbye. I'm through with romance. I'm through with love. I'm through with counting the stars above. And here's the reason that I'm so free. My loving baby is through with me. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, happiness. Hello, loneliness. I think I'm gonna die. Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, sweet caress. Hello, emptiness. I feel like I could die. Bye-bye, my love, goodbye. Bye-bye, my love, goodbye. Bye-bye, my love, goodbye.
Hello! How are you? All right?
If you want my sympathy, just open your hearts to me. You get whatever you ever need. You think that's too high for you, oh baby.
nothing left, you know where I'll be. Lay back in the arms of someone, give into the charms of someone. Lay back in the arms of someone you love. Lay back in the arms of someone, where you feel you're part of someone. Lay back in the arms of someone you love. Yeah, yeah. So baby, just call on me when you want all of me, and I'll be your lover, I'll be your friend. Yes, I will. There's nothing I won't do, baby. I just look for you. Nothing to hide, no need to pretend. Lay back in the arms of someone, give into the charm of someone. Lay back in the arms of someone you love. Darling, lay back in the arms of someone, where you feel you're part of someone. Lay back in the arms of someone you love. Come on, girl! There's nothing left, I'll be with you. Where will I be? Sing, come on. Lay back in the arms of someone, give into the charms of someone. Lay back in the arms of someone you love. Baby, lay back in the arms of someone, when you feel you're part of someone. Lay back in the arms of someone you love. Let's do it one more time.
me, darling. Your loving eternal, made a part in my soul, dear, forevermore. My heart and you command it to keep loving you, don't making you happy is my desire. Giving you is my goal. My heart and you command you to keep loving you, don't making you happy is my desire. Giving you is my goal. Oh, forever you rest on my day. I never far from you and your loving way. Just promise me, darling, your loving you too, made a part in my soul.